And we should be live. As that weird tapping noise happens.
Of course.
I notice that it happens every time we try to go live. Like, every time I just hover over the mic, it goes, I'm gonna start now.
Maybe it's you.
I don't know, but maybe it's...
Because I don't hear anything.
Maybe it's Mothman.
Tis the Mothman.
Tis the cryptid.
Tis the cryptids. Since it's only suitable that it would happen on this episode.
Of course.
You know, as always. Alright, hi guys. As I copy pasta into Discord real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Zoop, boop, boop. Let me get the hell the hecky in here.
Good save.
The best save.
Jersey Devil, is that you?
No, we're not talking about the Jersey Devil.
We're talking about cryptids tonight, so, it's best that we're going to talk about the Jersey Devil.
Sit over here and drink my discount branded Coca-Cola.
Feel better?
No. Oh my god.
That was a cryptid.
Speaking of cryptids, the cat's losing his mind right now. Like, he's doing full sprints in the hallway, so if you hear that, I apologize.
Sometimes you just gotta do full sprints in the hallway.
The cat's just gonna do some full sprints in the hallway, like ghosts are chasing him, and welcome to our spooky episode. So naturally, all this weird stuff happens now.
Spooky stuff in June.
In June.
Spooky in June.
Good, because it's my birth month, so of course all this spooky stuff has to happen in June. Yes?
I'm sorry, I'm just in the back doing the spooky alien theme from the one show.
From what one show?
X-Files.
There you go. There you go. That one show.
It's this really obscure show, you guys probably have never heard of it.
Yeah, it's this really obscure, like, paranormal sci-fi show called The X-Files. I don't think anyone's ever heard of it. It totally did not shape my entire youth.
Guess what I found out?
What'd you find out?
Like, so my cousin out in, I think he's in LA right now, but he was like, oh, hey, he contacted me the other day. I was like, hey, what are you up to? Like, blah, 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 with everything. And I was like, yeah, like doing this. What are you up to? And he's like, oh yeah, I'm currently hosting a paranormal show online. I was like, excuse me?
Excuse me, can I get the link to that?
Yeah, he says they've got like the first season like already like scripted and like planned out like where they're gonna go.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. I'm all about this. I'm like, please come to Kentucky.
Please. Because you have like everything, right?
We've got caves. We've got dead things. We've got Bigfoots.
You've got bourbon.
We've got bourbon. We've got asylums. Let's go. But yeah, I just thought that was funny.
That's cool. That's awesome. Oh man, what is what has Texas got other than the
donkey lady?
Don't talk about the donkey lady. So hey guys. Welcome to Demiplanes and Doodles. We're gonna get spooky tonight. As, I guess I'm Vic, and I'm present. There's a Lynn down there.
I'm over here somewhere.
Oh god, you're in the walls now.
I have ascended to the wall.
Oh god, I've completely lost track of Lynn.
You just hear skittering sounds, it's just me.
Alright, if my lights flicker, I'm just gonna assume you found the colorful spaghetti. That being the wiring.
The colorful spaghetti.
And and next to me, not only do we have a chat mom, but we have we have a Tabby.
Yes, I'm gonna be drawing tonight.
Yeah, Tabby's gonna be drawing with us tonight.
Y'all are gonna be teaching me to draw.
We're gonna teach Tabby how to draw things.
So I'm on this website that's called Only in Your State because they have like a cryptid section, like creepy urban legends.
I need to see this.
I looked up Texas, and it just kind of gave me like generic Texas facts, and I had no idea your guys' like state food was chili.
Yes, that's why everyone was offended when I posted the Cincinnati chili last night.
There's like, excuse me, what is Kentucky's? Hold on. I gotta know now.
Like okay, so I had to explain the chili because the funny thing was I sent Colton a meme basically stating it was like a funny meme about like using deer meat as food because he is known to use venison as people do, especially here in Texas.
Deer jerky is great.
Yeah, he made venison chili and it looked absolutely delicious. So I had to send him that joke and and then we went off on some off-brand about like Texas state food, and so we talked about chili, and then I mentioned your Cincinnati chili, and I posted a picture to show what it looked like, and everyone immediately went, "That's not chili."
Yes, it is.
What is that?
How dare you?
So for Texas.
So guess what Kentucky's food is?
What's Kentucky's food?
Blackberries.
Really? That's interesting.
No idea.
I had no idea about that. So, Tam, you found something?
I found Texas cryptids.
What's the Texas cryptids?
Chupacabra is one.
Always.
Lake Worth monster.
Wake Worth. Oh my god, I can't talk tonight.
Lake Worth monster.
Cool. Is that it? Is that all we have in this great giant state?
Howler.
Oh no. That sounds horrible.
It's kind of like as they state it's common in East Texas, but it's a cat-like cousin to the Wampus cat.
The Wampus cat?
Oh, apparently there's a Houston Batman.
Oh yeah! I was reading about that.
There's
Similar
a
to
Batman?
Spring Hill Jack.
Yeah, remember I was reading you the one about the NASA worker who saw something that looked like a man bat, and we're like, it's Batman.
Man bat.
Man bat.
God.
That's it.
And that's all we got?
That was all.
Man, I know there's like a ton of ghost stories. I know for sure. We don't have a lot of.
We have
I got
the
a ton of
Goatman's
stuff.
Bridge in Denton.
Yeah, we got Goatman's Bridge. That's literally Satan's Bridge, and yada yada yada. This
Donkey
lives there.
Lake.
Donkey, don't talk about Donkey. We got a lot of ghosts. So we don't have a lot of cryptids, but we got so many ghosts. For those that believe in ghosts, we have a lot of ghosts. We have like haunted tours like in every city.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's get on this. Announcements. Before we get into because we got really excited about all the spooky things we'll be talking about, and I will never sleep. So let's do our announcements. Let's start off with our friends at Talon and Claw. So, our friends, Talon and Claw, make wonderful dice vaults, DM screens, dice trays, and now their Kickstarter, I believe, is ending on Sunday. So if you haven't backed it, I would definitely recommend doing so you can get your hands on one of their beautiful whiskey barrel dice vaults. We at Divide and Conquer use their dice vaults and dice trays and everything. I am very happy about the wooden dice I've received, which are also live in their Etsy shop. Excuse me while I choke on a ghost, apparently. Air was trying to escape my lungs.
Better than choking on a devil.
Oh, Grayson would know about that. I mean, you set that one up. Yes, so...
As I
so check out...
sip my Mountain Dew.
Sip that Mountain Dew. Is it code red?
It is not.
As I'll eventually get through this announcement. So check out our friends at Talon and Claw. You scroll down below on our Twitch page. You'll get a link to their Etsy shop. If you use the code DivineConquer at checkout, you'll get 10% off on your dice or dice vaults or DM screens and all that wonderful stuff. And I know that they have. I think they're going to be doing custom laser work soon, and I want it.
We're going to take advantage of that.
We are so taking advantage of that.
Certain things, you know.
Yeah, for certain things and things that are coming in the near future, which my dog might start barking. So I'm going to mute for a half second. Lynn, tell us about the Alistair comic.
Hey, y'all. I draw the Alistair comic, and Jake over there in the ether writes it, and it's coming out in August. And we've been slowly dropping some things on our Patreon to kind of lead up to it. We just released a comic yesterday, as well as a character bio of one of the characters you guys will be meeting, and that is for the devil and up tiers, so they get special things. As a reminder, if you're a bro for as little as $1, you get our promos, one-offs, works in progress, and our little blogs that we'll say every now and then. If you're a devil, you get all of that, plus backstories and concept art. And if you're a barbarian, you get previews of the next comic. And if you're a paladin, you get 20% off all art commissions by me, or I believe Vic as well. I think
Me
Vic's
too.
in that as well.
Me
and
too.
then if you're in the Zesty tier, you get some Zesty artwork once a month.
Yes.
So
from both
we
me
have all
and
kinds
Lynn.
of options. But little as $1 a month, you can join our Discord as well and hang out with us and do RPs with us, because we made a tavern.
Yes, we did. We
And-
created a whole tavern, and y'all all helped us create it.
Yeah.
In a whole night. And then we took a week to finalize and build it, and then now it's up and running in our Discord, and you guys are having the most fun with it. And it's been great watching you guys interact and have a space for yourselves to relax and have your characters relax and enjoy each other's company. As one does in a tavern.
Chalupa.
Chalupa!
Chupacabra.
Chalupas! Hey, chalupas are nice. I want a chalupa.
Chupacabra. But yeah, tonight we're talking about cryptids.
Tonight we'll be talking about cryptids. I'm gonna go ahead and swap that screen
Cryptids
over
and
then.
spoopy things.
Bop, 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 bop. Look at that. So we have 3 arts right now.
They are not cryptids, they're just minotaurs.
Because we lumped folklore in this entire topic because we love monsters and creatures and things that are. I mean, maybe once upon a time back in the day that the Minotaur was technically was an ancient Greek cryptid.
I mean, if you take all of the monsters from like way back lore or like I don't know, mythical creature kind of thing.
They were just cryptids. They were all cryptids in their days.
Yeah. Dragons are cryptids, and unicorns, and Loch Ness Monster, and the Minotaur, and like Medusa, Gorgons probably were cryptids considered nowadays.
Love them. I love Gorgons. They're so cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot to talk about.
We have so much to talk about. So we drew some cowboys.
How dare you?
Of Moo Mesa.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, yes. There he is. He's so cute. Perfect. Yeah, and so for our first warm up, we had we each drew a Minotaur. This one's my favorite because he's the cutest. Because I think you had a really interesting take on the Minotaur.
Yeah, I decided to go with a Brahmin style Minotaur.
He's so cute. Friendliest Minotaur. Alright. So let's get started. You're gonna Oh my god, I'm choking on air again. Let's get spooky. So
Are you okay?
I'm having acid reflux probably. It's my body knowing that I'm getting older soon.
Join acid reflux.
It's so sad because I'm not even gonna be 30 yet.
Join us.
I'm turning 29.
Are you?
I am, actually.
Yes.
I'm not even 30 yet.
Oh God.
I'm an absolute fetus. All right, I'm gonna start deleting the cows.
I'm so mad that you're that much younger than you're not even that much younger than me. But
I'm still younger than
so
you.
Tall. You have all the legs still.
I do have all the leg.
Anyway, so I prepared today by looking up Kentucky cryptids.
Oh boy, let's draw some Kentucky cryptids.
Because I was thinking like not just cryptids, but just like urban legends and ghost stories. Because let's just run the whole gamut. Why don't we?
Ghost stories, you say, as I slide in.
Slide in. Hey.
Here's a Kentucky cryptid.
This is me. Wait, hold on. I gotta add something.
Yes.
not chili.
Not
all the
chili. So according to Kentucky, this is chili.
It's not that. That is not chili. This is a 3 or 4 way. That's what it's called.
Oh, a 4-way. All right.
Yeah. Well, it's a 3-way if it has just like the noodles and then the chili and then cheese. But it's a 4-way if you add beans or onion, and it's a 5-way if you add beans and onion. It's fine. That's what they're called. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. I got a better face for this. Did someone say 3-way?
Oh no! Don't forget the eyebrows.
Hey! Wait, hold on. He looks like a finger guns guy.
Oh god.
Hey!
Hey. You gotta make the other one over here just looking disappointed now. Please. Please stop.
Please God, make him go away. I don't know him.
Oh my god.
Does not know him.
Nope.
It's important to draw the legs.
That butt.
Yeah.
You mean like Mothman?
Like Mothman's butt. Anyway. But we digress from this.
Yes, okay.
Oh. Layer check. Oh. Layer check.
I was on the I was on the color layer, I'm sorry. Okay. But
Lynn.
so I'm looking at this website of Kentucky cryptids, and there's the hillbilly beast.
Are you sure that's just
So-
I have okay. Hillbilly beast.
What
Why
were you
is
gonna
it
say?
Why is it called a hillbilly beast? That's my question.
Because it was named back in Daniel Boone's day, and it's basically just a Bigfoot.
Okay. See, the
Now
first
I'm
thing
even
I
more
heard
disappointed.
I mean in my mindscape I hear hillbilly beast and my first thought is, are you sure that's just not a local?
Honestly, okay. Fun story.
Uh-huh.
Story time. So, my father is from Kentucky. He grew up here, and my mother is from Los Angeles. So, my dad flew out to LA, met my mom. We lived there for a while, and we literally inherited a farm in Kentucky. So, we packed up all of our crap, moved to Kentucky. That's how we got here. Right?
Yes.
So, my father would tell my mother that she wasn't allowed to leave the house because mountain men and hillbillies would come out of the woods and try to attack her. Because he thought it was funny. And she actually believed him.
I see what you're doing, Vic.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Is that the...
It's Fuzzy Wuzzy.
It's Fuzzy Lumpkins.
from Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah. Get off
Oh
my
my God.
property.
So,
Those big
speaking
old
of Powerpuff
boomstick.
Girls, my favorite villains from the Powerpuff Girls were the Gangrene Gang.
Oh my
I
God,
don't
I
have a
fucking
type.
knew it.
I don't have a type.
I fucking knew it. Was it Ace?
What?
Was it Ace? Was Ace your type?
Of course it was.
I love his tiny little legs. That's my favorite part about this.
Yes, hillbilly beast. So
That's-
it's basically a Bigfoot.
So Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Wait. Ace.
Shane
Yes.
said that you're moving to Kentucky sounds like the opening act of a horror movie.
I mean, it essentially was. But my mother believed the whole the hillbilly mountain men thing forever. Because we got some weird people here.
So what other cryptids are hanging out there in Kentucky?
Let me see. Where'd he go? That's a ghost story. Oh, okay. This one's a ghost story, but it's essentially like the haunted bridge situation. But it's in a place called Sleepy Hollow.
Oh no.
Which is interesting because the street I live on is called Sleepy Hollow.
Oh.
So that's concerning. But supposedly this is like a scary like bridge where women, it says decades ago, women would throw their unwanted or sickly children off the sides of the bridge.
Oh Lord.
And time warps have been experienced if you're driving on this road, and also a hearse will appear out of thin air and run drivers off the road.
Time warp, you say?
That's great. Time warp.
That's
Let's do something.
I lost the energy to do it.
It's like that. No, it's gone.
I was gonna draw a Grayson as Frankenfurter, but then I went no, I lost it.
You know, I still have the Tabin one.
That makes me so happy.
I still have that, and I'm ashamed.
Don't be ashamed. It's art. Never be ashamed of art.
It's art.
Art. So Tab, you're here. Do you want us to teach you to draw things?
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
So what do you want? What do you want to learn how to draw?
Monsters.
All right, let's draw some monsters. What kind of monster are you thinking of? I mean, we're talking about the hillbilly beast currently. Was there anything specific? Because I know Texas has 0
The only thing
cryptids.
specific I can think of is falling under the lines of some of my favorite type of cryptids.
Lynn, I see you.
Huh?
Perfect.
Thanks.
Don't forget his leg.
Excuse me, he has bell bottoms on. So it's more like that.
Still,
Wow.
the leg ratio is there.
It is, it really is.
But
So, we are teaching you how to draw.
yes.
So,
So I don't know.
you don't know?
I guess, like I said, I guess maybe like with talking about like what our favorite cryptids are.
Yes. So you want to talk about your favorite cryptids, and we can draw some renditions of those cryptids?
I already know one of them is gonna be fucking hilarious. So, on a lighter note,
Yes.
the one
As I
cryptid
draw.
I will have to say that I laugh at to this day, it is actually a California cryptid.
Oh.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
No.
The
Is it
California
me?
cryptid.
No, I will sketch them really quick even. Here. No, these freaking things. Oh wait, I think I know the best way to maybe draw it.
Excuse me? What is happening over there? Oh my god.
The Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Oh, I love it.
Fresno.
That's what I looked like coming out of the cesspool. It was just like,
Oh, the cesspool.
yeah, that's what I looked like coming out of the cesspool. It's just all leg.
You've got way too much swagger coming out of that cesspool.
You're absolutely right. It should have been a little bit more like.
There
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
the Fresno Nightcrawlers are one that hold like a little special place in my heart. Because
All
when
leg,
you
no
watch
brain
videos
cell.
of them, they look so stupid.
They strutting.
Oh, there's a TikTok. I want to see it.
There's a TikTok of him?
Let me see.
As I continue to draw this.
And I remember, like, so many people being like, trying to debunk, and they're like, nope.
Can't do it!
Can't do that. But... Yeah, no, I love the Fresno night crawlers. They're just the pants monsters, as I call them. Shane, please look them up. They're ridiculous.
They're great.
Ew, these are gross.
They're so ridiculous.
Like I said, that's me coming out of the cesspool.
But next, then moving up from that,
There we go. Perfect.
Skinwalkers.
Oh god, skinwalkers are a thing.
Skinwalkers
Ew.
are a southern thing, and it's just...
Southwest.
Southwest, yes. They're... And I guess
Lynn,
if
would
I
you
want
like some
to
eye
start
bleach?
going north, then you hit into Wendigos, and those are also...
Wendigos, yes.
Wendigos freak
Ew,
me out,
here,
too.
Vic, I'm sending you it's gross.
Okay.
I don't like this.
Here, you can have this eye bleach I just drew for you.
Oh,
Oh,
I
actually,
wanna see this.
I put it in the Demiplanes and Doodles thing so you can see what a Fresno Nightcrawler looks like.
Oh, cool.
Yes, that's one of the videos that people have looked at, and they're like, yeah, there's no way I can...
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. I hate it, thanks. So, let's rebrand the Fresno Nightcrawlers. I really like how this Grayson looks. I'm gonna save him.
Okay.
What's
Yes.
what's on his slab?
It come up to my lab.
See what's on the slab.
Uh,
I'm titling it Cryptid Grayson. Because that's a cryptid in its own right.
I think for giggles, I'm also gonna post up, like, one of the videos that they actually have. For...
Excuse me?
friends.
Excuse me, what is this?
but but I imagine they walk like where it's like the wheel, like the I can't like where it spins, like, you know what I mean?
I know, yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh.
Ah, me. Oh my god.
They're just so bizarre looking.
That's just me, bitch. It's me.
They look like one of those, like,
Well-
90s,
It's me
ghost
hiding in,
those 90s ghost,
that's just me hiding in some pants, yo.
they were like some little, Halloween decoration that just became sentient.
That's what the Fresno Nightcrawlers are. It's just me hiding in pants.
Well, they have like people who dress up like that. Like they'll get into their like sweatpants and like walk around like a weirdo.
That's just me. Well, that's for people who have the luxury of having enough length in their pants, because I certainly do not.
So when you first started drawing this is what immediately came to mind. Hold on.
I'm waiting.
Props to anyone who remembers this guy.
Yes!
Good lord.
Oh my god, that makes me so happy.
I used to have a t-shirt of him.
Oh my god. That's just art.
Ooh. My boy Hamsar.
Oh. Alright, so here's, as I'm checking chat, so here's one we can draw out. The Australian bunyip is a It's a 6-foot large Aboriginal legend that attacks people from rivers and watering holes. Most sightings describe it as looking like a dog seal creature.
Ew, that's gross looking.
Let's draw a bunyip.
It looks like
here just like
there's the only thing is there's lots of like weird renditions. Like there's this weird looking squid monster one, and there's also some that look like a saber tooth.
Yeah, the only one I remember was the one that, God, there was a video game I played where you fought one and it looked really...
Do you mean Final Fantasy?
No, it wasn't Final Fantasy,
Was it
actually.
Legend of Dragoon?
No, it wasn't Legend
I like
of
this
Dragoon.
one that makes it look like a dog.
No, you want to see the one You're gonna look at it and be like, what the hell is that?
I like this one.
There's like a statue version of him that kind of looks like the dragon from Neverending Story.
Yeah, I'm
Does it really?
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the Demiplanes because I'm like, I like this fella. I want to draw this guy. He looks like a friend.
So happy.
Oh!
Look how fucking derpy it looks.
Chrono Cross.
Yeah, there's one that you fight in there and it looks really...
I like this guy.
It looks like a Jim Henson creature.
He does. I'm gonna draw the bunyip as a Jim Henson creature.
You know what it looks like? It looks like hold on, I gotta Google the name.
I love me some Jim Henson creatures.
So they look like the what are they? I guess they're the old ones from the Dark Crystal, like the turtle-looking people. Not the Skeksis, the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he looks
the
like.
Mystics.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
He's a friend. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a Jim Henson creature.
I love me some Jim Henson creatures. That's my jam. I know at one point I definitely considered wanting to apply to the Jim Henson workshop because I wanted to try making my own creatures and whatnot. That's a fun fact. Yeah, so once upon a time I wanted to do puppeteer work. Went as far as actually making a puppet for a short film, which never went anywhere, but hey, I made it, so whatever.
Yeah. I've never been good at, like, 3D things.
It's a challenge to do. Because it's like you're having to, like, really think about the movement and how the skeleton sits and how the skeleton is going to affect the movement of the puppet, the emoting of the puppet, and especially the weight of it on the puppeteer. Like that, there's like a lot of concept that goes into that.
Mm-hmm. He looks like a friend.
He looks like a friend.
Aww. That could be a nice D&D NPC that you meet and hopefully won't kill.
Right.
Monster! Kill it.
Please don't. He's friendly. What do you... Is anyone else drawing a bunyip, or is it just me?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to find, like there's so many different kinds. Like, it doesn't have, like, a concise drawing. Like, here, I'll draw
there's
the
like
one
so
here.
many different kinds.
Like, I'll just draw his head. This is one of them I saw.
Ooh. Oh, I like those eyes. Got some good Alistair eyes going on.
Wait, boop.
Oh, there he is. Burp. Yep. That went a little too far.
Wait.
Perfect.
He's a good boy.
He's the best boy.
Oh, too far. Zoop, zoop. Okay.
This dude looks like he'd be sitting on a nice little knotted log while you're walking through a
Playing
swamp.
a banjo.
Playing a banjo, like you're walking through the swamp and like completely lost, and you'll be like saying some kind of weird idiom about being lost in a swamp or something.
Do you need help getting? I'm gonna eat your heart.
Well, I felt like eating your heart, but I just had lunch today, so how about I help you out?
Don't come back.
Or I will eat
Or I'll
you.
murder you in your sleep. Like, this is also a bunyip, apparently. Like, what?
Oh yeah, I saw that picture. I like the one that looks like it's like a giant dog cat thing.
This guy just looks like he's stoned. Bro.
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 I should come up with a color for that. Which drawing all the way down there?
Something that I'm debating on why the hell I'm even attempting it.
No, there's no such thing as debating. We're gonna do it. We are here to teach you how to draw. What would you like us to teach you? I gotta think of a color scheme for this guy.
Everything except hands. Vic, grab a hat.
Okay, let me grab your hand.
Grab a hat.
Eh,
Why is your hand so much bigger?
eh, eh. Boop. Boop.
I'll try drawing what I was going to up in the corner.
Yeah, you got all this real estate up here.
Yes, let me attempt.
Grayson's hand.
That's certainly a Grayson hand. Hold on, let me draw Dis's hand.
Wait, yeah. Yes. There.
Oh. Wait, okay, let me figure out. Okay, I gotta figure out how to draw this correctly. Alright.
Let's see.
So, you got your skeleton. That's good. That's looking good. As we silently watch. Alright,
Yes.
I need to think of a color scheme for this guy. If he's water-based, that means he'd be kind of colored in a way that matches the water, so he can camouflage in it, and he jumps out and eats your heart.
Here, I found a handy chart. Let me send it to you, Vic.
Is it a chart full of
Nope.
hands? Because I swear.
No, it's a chart full of cryptids.
Oh, those are that's convenient.
I know. There you go. I need to get the weird walking noodles off of my phone because it's freaking me out.
Oh, it's just me walking around. That's just me walking to your house at 3 a.m.
Making my way downtown. Okay. Kirtland melon heads.
The what? Oh, hello. Oh yeah, here's some good cryptids.
Yeah.
Goat man. We all love a goat man. Yeah, Kirtland melon heads. That's freaky. That looks like something I would not like. Skinwalkers. Sasquatch. Ooh, the loup-garou.
Yes, Skinwalkers is... Because if I want to sit and think of... I don't know, because I'm assuming a lot of people have read or seen creepypastas.
Oh, man. Flatwoods Monster.
The beast. Okay, the beast of Busco is in Indiana, and it's just a turtle. It's just Fox.
It's just Fox. Fox just like, get out of my woods.
Get out of my swamp.
Oh my god.
La Llorona.
No.
That's something we
Nope.
That's
Nope.
something that
Nope.
was just like
Nope.
that's something we don't talk about.
Nope. Don't like
Why?
it.
What is
No.
it? What
No.
is it?
The
The teaching moment.
Oh god. Okay. So
I know there was a movie about it.
The
And then I think
movie's
BuzzFeed
bullshit.
did something on it.
Yeah, the movie is bullshit.
the movie's bullshit. Okay. It's a thing. I don't like talking about the thing. So it's essentially a legend about a woman who had ended up like drowning her children in a river, and so because of it,
Rude.
her spirit now has to live with like the eternal torment of as a ghost. And so she wanders the roadsides near like rivers and streams and like waterways, and you'll hear her crying at night. And that usually, like, whenever you hear her crying at night, then that means that she's gonna come get you or something. And she's just fucking horrifying. Because like her thing is like she'll like take you and then she'll drown you in the river. It's
Rude.
I don't like it. It creeps me the fuck out. It's like one of my biggest nope things.
So okay, since we're on the topic of like spooky scary,
Yes.
question for both of you. What things are you afraid of? Like what about that freaks you out? And is it like the same across like multiple things?
My biggest like when it comes to like cryptids that freak me out, again, skinwalkers are one of those ones that are at the top of the list. It's just the idea of something that could, like, it's kind of along the lines of the Anansi Goat Man story that was on, freaking 4chan years.
It was like
years
that.
and
I think
years
that
ago.
story. I think that story honestly transcends 4chan. Like it's
Yeah, but I know that's where I read it.
It goes
from,
beyond 4chan from what I remember.
But yeah, no, it was basically the story of like kids that went on a on a camping trip or some shit, and they initially ran into this thing, and it was one of those moments of, wait a minute, there were originally like six or so of us, now there's 7.
That's why you never go camping with people that
You don't know.
that you don't know for certain. Like if you do not know them, do not go camping with them.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened? So it was like someone just
So what had happened?
showed up?
Yeah. So what had happened was somebody was invited to go camping with some acquaintances, not friends, but just acquaintances of his cousin. So he only knew his cousin and like maybe like one other person. Everybody else to him was like a complete stranger. So he didn't know everyone right off the bat. And hello, phone, as you spook me. And so with that, because of that, there was like they started hearing weird things in the woods, and at that point they were getting really bad smells in the air. Like it smelled like metallic, like copper or blood,
Like a copper, like
kind of like a battery acid smell. Yeah, something that really like sticks out to you, and in like there was like points where as they were walking to and from camp, they saw a girl kind of standing around in the woods. They didn't know her. They asked her if she needed help. She never said anything. She ended up following them for a bit until like they turned around and she wasn't there anymore. And then there was instances where they would be hanging out with the main camping party, and then they would like have to recount themselves because they're like, wait, how many of us were here? Were there 7 or 8? And then they realized that there was one person too many, and everybody lost their shit, all ran into the camper, and like there was like these weird like howling sounds happening outside, like like when you hear like a cat or a dog trying to mimic human speech. That kind of fucked up.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was like a whole like it's like a whole creepypasta 4chan kind of story, and it's really freaky. I remember the first time I read it, I was like living alone in a dorm, and I'm like, I hate this, thanks.
yeah, you called me up and we're freaking out.
I
And I'm
was.
like,
The best part, well, the reason I freaked out was because at the same time when I read this story, I didn't know they were doing it. but they were doing electrical work on the dorm, and so there was like that weird metallic, electric smell, and it freaked me the fuck out. I went, I'm gonna die. So here's a fun fact about Vic. If I read something spooky or cryptid related, my paranoia...
What about the Wendigo?
Sydney. Listen. Anyway.
Oh, what I'm making?
The point is, there's this thing that happens to Vic, where I read something spooky or cryptid related, my paranoia shoots up by 10,000.
You mean like tonight?
Listen. What the fuck was that noise?
I'm just snorting.
That scared me. I thought it was the cat making a creepy noise.
No, it was me.
What the fuck? Anyway.
I don't know, like, I'm not as creeped out by, like, beast cryptids or anything like that. I think it's because I don't go outside.
So, okay, for me... Okay, I'm trying to figure out what color I want his eyes. I'm going to make him kind of like a glassy, kind of grayish blue. Anyway, for me, it's like... I don't know. I guess I just get naturally creeped out by things, because I'm a big goddamn scaredy cat. I'm gonna give him spots. In like, I don't know. I just get naturally creeped out by shit. And people keep dragging me into situations where I get creeped out by shit.
You mean me?
Oh, look, it's Addie.
Just Addie.
Not just calling me out.
No, I'm not calling you out. I'm calling out I'm calling out those motherfuckers that called me up at 1 a.m. in college, and they're like, hey, you want to go hang out? And I'll be like, sure, yeah, let's go hang out. I need friends. I need people to talk to. I'm lonely. And so I get into the car, and we're driving out, and mind you, this is in Nacogdoches, Texas. And for those of you who don't know Nacogdoches, Texas, think of your most desolate small town in the area you live in. That is Nacogdoches, Texas. Dead ass in the middle of the woods, with very little cell reception, and very little people. And
Great! You have nothing to worry about then.
You know, absolutely. And so I pile it into college town too, so all we have is, that's literally it. So it's just the college, that's it. Everything else after that doesn't exist. So we pile into someone's car, and we start driving out into the countryside. And I'm like, great, where are we going? And then we pull up to a cemetery.
Oh, I love cemeteries.
It's 2 a.m. at this point. And they're
you're
like,
fine.
and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do a seance. You want to help? What?
That's some.
Okay. One thing I will not mess with, I will not mess with like Ouija boards or anything like that.
Yeah,
That is,
I made that
a
mistake
big no
back
for
in
me.
when I was
So
a kid.
we did a seance in the middle of the goddamn cemetery at 2 a.m.
Nope.
And I was trying to do things properly, because at the time, my witchy little self was like, okay, let's lay down a salt circle. All right, can we get some incense? Can we do some candles? Can we at least cleanse the area? And they're like, no, let's just sit down and do it. Here's a candle.
I'm like, no, you got it.
So yeah, that's what happened. And then, and it pissed something off. And from there, it was just a bad night, because people are like trying to find a spirit to talk to. Let's talk to a spirit. Let's go sit down next to this child's grave.
That's some stupid shit.
That was you're asking for a demon at that point.
That's just disrespectful at that point.
At that point, it was like severely disrespectful. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this, but I also didn't want to wait in the car alone, because that's how horror movies happen. So I'm stuck there with these idiots doing a goddamn seance, and then whether it was my nerves, paranoia, or something else entirely, I swear to God I heard footsteps walking from one end of the cemetery all the way behind me while they were trying to hold a seance, and I'm like, can we leave, please? Can we leave? I want to go home. And that's just, I don't like, people can believe what they want. And, people have their reasons for things. People have scientific reasons for how things are in this world. And, I'm for that. I'm definitely with that. am always a purveyor of, science explains a lot of things. But sometimes there's some shit that happens to me that I'm like, I don't know.
Do you want to hear my ghost story?
Oh, God. Yes, please.
Are you sure?
Oh,
We
God.
don't have to.
I already told mine, and I'll just end it by saying this is why I don't fuck with ghosts.
Don't fuck with
that shit freaks me the fuck out. I can't do spirits or ghosts or haunted things. I get weird feelings hanging out in areas. I can't do it.
Yep.
But continue with your ghost story.
I won't if it's gonna make you uncomfortable.
No, it's fine. It's what we're doing. You
Okay.
literally said in the caption.
So,
How does that look?
Yeah.
Listen.
It's really small, but
No, you're good.
Oh, he's cute.
It's so cute. So your ghost story, Lynn.
Okay. So, as people may or may not know, my father passed away like 6 years ago, I think. But the thing is, he died in our house. He was terminally ill and hospital bed kind of situation. He literally died in our dining room.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, we had the bed situated and stuff, and like that's we knew it was gonna happen. It was prepared and stuff like that. But so yeah, he actually died in the house, and I remember everything being all right, and then I started getting like really bad anxiety after we had we'd taken his ashes and went back to California to like disperse them in the desert and stuff. But weird stuff started happening, like just around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one for like, my mom is super into antiques, or like her entire house where we used to live is just covered head to floor with antiques. She'll go out to like estate sales where people die and like pick up their stuff and bring it in.
Oh my God.
So that's
don't you
Sounds
dare look
great.
over
So-
at me.
Again?
so
What?
I have copious amounts of sage that I will, if I start feeling like something's off and I can't tell what it is, I will just run through the house with sage and just be like, hey, whoever's in here, leave. And I usually
Just
feel better.
Sprint through the house.
Just the entire house. Like, I don't know what she brings in,
Mm-hmm.
so I just kind of cover all my bases. But it's like this weird feeling of like just anxiety and dread,
Mm-hmm.
which is not fun.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But after, a couple months after my dad died, my uncle,
Mm-hmm.
my mom's brother, died in like a horrific car accident and
Oh, God.
whatever. Yeah, it was great. And we had his ashes in our home as well. So at one point we had 2 dead people in our house. But
Just as one does.
it was, it's fine. But, we're all kind of morbid like that, so it doesn't really bother us. But anyway, just super weird stuff started happening because at the time, John and I weren't married, but we lived together, and we
Mm-hmm.
moved back to my mother's house to like help her out. And so we were both home alone in the house, and I had been feeling like the anxiety for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember just weird shit was happening. John was home alone once, and he said that in my father's old office, like where like his computer was and like all of his paperwork and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
he said that it was behind a closed door, and he said it sounded like a bird or something had gotten into the room and was flying around the room.
Oh
Just,
God.
like, papers were like rustling and like like you could hear stuff like flopping around on like the floor and stuff.
Mm.
And I was like, whoa, did you go in there and check? Because like, birds could have gotten in, whatever. And he's like, fuck no, I didn't go in there. I was like, all right, fair. He was completely home alone. He just left it alone, and then I came home.
That's my mentality. If I
And-
hear something, I'm gonna just leave it. Be like, I'm not going over there.
So I opened the door, and one of my father's books is laying face down right in the middle of the room.
Oh dear God.
Oh, it was super freaky. And like I was like, oh, maybe it just like slid off the bookshelf. It's fine.
Gravity.
Like, yeah, it was super weird. It's like his old motorcycle books that he was super into, and he was just like laying face down on the floor. I'm like, great. awesome. This is not spooky or whatever. There's also been times where I was home alone and we had just gotten Whiskey, the dog, not the drink. We had gotten Whisk, and he would do that thing where he would just wake up out of a sleep and then just start growling at the air, like at a corner of the room, which is always fun. But there was this one particular time I was home alone. I was eating cereal or something, and he goes over to our staircase that goes up.
Yeah.
And he just looks up the staircase and just stares. And then his head starts moving up and down as if he's like following someone who has like a treat or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he starts doing his really low growl, and he starts getting like super uncomfortable and starts shifting his weight on his hands and like starts backing up. And I'm like, nope.
Oh no.
Not going upstairs. And I had only learned about this next one from my mother.
Oh no.
Like months later.
Oh no.
But we have one of those electric, not electric, but like the house alarms where like if a door opens it'll beep,
beep
or
beep,
something.
Beep. Yep.
Yeah, it does that. And we had a motion sensor in our living room, so if anyone like walks through it while we're sleeping, the alarm, the house alarm will go off. You know.
Yeah.
So it started doing that randomly in the middle of the night, like, and it's not the beeping, it's the full alarm going off.
No.
And so this was when my mother was home alone. Even when we moved in, it was doing this. But she took some like electrical tape and like put it over the sensor in the living room to make it stop doing that, and it still kept doing it. And it got to a point where she actually disconnected the home alarm. So like the actual box would be on, but like none of the alarms were connected. It like wasn't hooked up to any like phone call place or anything like that. Like it wasn't hooked up, but it would still do it. And we have no idea why.
Good lord.
Oh yeah, it was great stuff. But
No.
we always figured it was my dad just hanging out, and I'd be like, Dad, please leave, you're freaking us out.
Dad, get the fuck out.
Oh my god.
Oh, good
yeah.
lord, no thank
Creepy
you.
shit.
No thank you. I'm not a fan of that. Nope.
But as far as like what scares me, as far as like horror movies go, serial killers don't scare me. Monsters don't really scare me. Ghosts are weird. I don't like those.
I don't like ghosts.
But they have to be very specific ghosts though, because like, have you ever seen the movie Mama?
Yes.
Oh, that kind of shit scares me. Or like anything that's like slow moving or distorted. Nope. That's a hard no for me.
I can't, no. Anything that's like ghost related, I can't watch it for sure. I will not do ghost movies. I can't do it.
Yeah, you tried doing that once by yourself, and
Listen, why are you bullying me tonight?
I'm not the one who thought I could watch the Evil Dead remake by myself.
Okay,
now, did I?
Here's the thing though. Funnily enough, this actually happened in San Antonio. So there was a point where I am of that person that, I don't know if this should be public knowledge for everyone, so please don't take advantage of it. I am of that person that if a person who I believe is a friend of mine needs something of me, I will do that thing. Like, I had my roommate at the time who I considered a friend. She's like, hey, my sister is having her first baby. Can you please drive me to San Antonio so that I can go meet my nephew? And I went, yes, I will do that for you. Because she didn't have a car. So we drive basically from Nacogdoches all the way to San Antonio. Which, that's literally from East Texas to West Texas. That's a fucking drive. And we ended up staying at her sister's place while her sister was in the hospital. And this was a place I did not know. So I was not going to sleep. I cannot sleep in a place that I'm not familiar with. So I'll just have insomnia for like a whole goddamn night. And so I tried to make time pass by watching TV, and at the time, the goddamn Evil Dead movie was on TV, so I was like, I'm just gonna sit and watch this because there's nothing better for me to do, and that was the biggest mistake of my life, so...
Evil Dead's so dumb.
It's the remake, though, so it made me feel extra dumb for watching that.
I love horror movies. Me and John love horror movies.
It depends on the horror movie.
We'll go to, like, theaters and just, like, watch horror movies and have a good time. Like, that's, like, our pastime and stuff. And
that's good.
We went to Colorado and went to the Stanley Hotel.
Ew.
Which was very fun. And if you guys don't know, the Stanley Hotel is from The Shining.
Yep. I knew that.
Did you guys know that Dumb and Dumber was filmed there?
Are you for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And funny enough, Jim Carrey actually was staying in the Stanley Hotel, and he actually checked out early because he was like, "This is too freaky. I'm leaving."
Oh god.
So that's a fun thing. But yeah, we learned about the Stanley Hotel, and like we got the maze and all that cool stuff.
That's
very
neat.
cool. Yeah. Our next trip besides Texas is we're going to go to Georgia and do some ghosty things down there.
Oh god. What we have Texas? We just have haunted shit mostly.
Yeah.
We have the Texas Chainsaw Place. That's a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre area. That's
because that was a real thing, wasn't it? No, I'm thinking.
No,
I'm thinking
Texas
of...
Chainsaw. I want to say it was mostly based off of Ed Gein.
Yeah.
That's where they got a lot of.
I mean, you know more of that than I do, so. I'm saying you know more about that than I do.
Yeah, and even then, Ed Gein he did more grave robbing than anything.
What is the one? I'm thinking Texarkana is what I was thinking of. That guy.
Shortbeard said Amityville was supposedly the real one.
Huh?
Amityville horror.
Amityville?
Yeah, Amityville was something that the Warrens
I don't know
looked
what you're
into.
talking about.
The
Who?
Warrens who did like they're ghost hunters and like they did the Annabelle
ones that
doll.
did The Conjuring and all that crap.
Oh,
That does
here's another ghost. We
Wait,
have a
but-
haunted bar that's like 10 minutes from here.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was like, wait, but you mean the Conjuring movies?
Yeah, the Eileen and Ed Warren.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
The movie.
Eileen and Ed
They're
Warren
real.
are actual people.
Are you for fucking real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Annabelle doll.
they did.
That is a legit thing.
Yeah.
Only it's
Yeah.
not the creepy thing. It's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Hey guys, fun fact: I fucking hate dolls.
So they actually have that doll in a glass case
Cool.
because like if you fuck with it, it'll like mess you up.
Someone should burn it. Please.
But literally, like the entire, like
No.
the entirety of like the Warren exhibit, like it's nothing but like cursed shit or whatever.
I hate. That's okay. That's my top tier for horror. That's the biggest thing that scares the shit out of me. I cannot do haunted dolls. I hate dolls.
The house was
the
possessed by
fucking
the
worst.
devil, is what Shortbeard just said.
Just
for
get the
Amityville,
fuck
yes.
out of the house.
Yeah, but the thing is that I hold the stuff that the Warrens did with a grain of salt because
I'm saving this. I'm gonna clear it.
they
Because they weren't they like sensationalizing everything and like lying.
Yes, they were.
Supposedly,
That's
yeah.
one of the big issues that with The Conjuring, because they basically made everything worse on that
Yeah.
family.
We good for me to?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I saved it.
Sweet Cephalopod said, dolls are the worst.
Dolls are the worst. Thank you, Sydney, for you know.
And dolls suck, is what
Thank-
Shortbeard said. Yes.
I feel valid in this moment. Thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Shortbeard.
I don't know.
I hate dolls.
One of the things that used to scare me to death as a child, I had a acute case of chlorophobia growing up.
Yeah.
Which is the fear of clowns, but
Mhm.
that's because my grandfather didn't give a shit what I watched as a kid.
Your grandfather was crazy.
And I watched the original, I mean, looking back on it now, it's just Tim Curry wearing makeup. But I watched the original Stephen King's It. Mm-hmm. And then one of the other big things with my parents and my grandparents is they didn't communicate with each other on what my parents were going to do the next day. Guess who watched It the night before at the ripe age of 5 and then went to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey the next day?
I mean, in all fairness, Ringling Brothers is a mistake no matter what.
It is a mistake no matter what.
Alright, new fresh page.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Shane, near my hometown, we have the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah!
That is a place I would like to actually visit.
So, we have a haunted bar that is, like, me and John have been there because it's, like, it's one exit away from me right now. Vic, I should take you there. But it's, the Bobby Mackey's bar.
Bobby Mackey?
And, yeah. Bobby Mackey's.
That's in Kentucky, or?
Yeah, it's in Kentucky. It's down the street from me.
Holy shit, I didn't know that!
Yeah!
Holy crap, Bobby Mackey's Music World's right down the street from you?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes away from my house.
Holy
like, me and
crap!
John have been there.
That's a place I actually wanted to visit, too.
So, like, the Bobby Mackey's if you guys ever come up to Texas, if you guys ever come up here,
I don't know where I am anymore.
But, you know, as soon as you walk into Bobby Mackey's, they'll have, like, a big sign saying, hey, this place is reported to, like, be haunted. We're not liable.
Hey.
Like, and all kinds of stuff.
And if I see that sign, I'm gonna just be like...
Let me see if I can find any of our pictures from when we went. But the whole, like, shtick with Bobby Mackey's is, like, it used to be, like, a front for, like, a mob, and, like, apparently a girl got beheaded at one point, and it down
Good
a well.
God!
Yeah, it's messed up.
What the goddamn...
And then there's also a portal to hell in the men's bathroom.
Like, apparently, like, they had, like, people take an EVP, which I think is bullshit anyways, but they took one of those things in there and they could hear people, like, screaming and stuff like that.
And something happened, I think, to the cook.
Guys?
I don't know.
Oh, like, no, there was also a story where one of the, like, the woman who was either married to or seeing Bobby Mackey at the time, when she was pregnant, got supposedly attacked by a ghost there or something like that, and apparently it's supposed to be the one that's, like, infatuated with, Bobby Mackey or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me see if I can find the pictures, and I'll post them for everyone to see. But it was funny because when me and John went there, we went with my mother and her boyfriend at the time, and we kept trying to take pictures of, like, the sign of Bobby Mackey's, but none of the pictures would come out right.
No.
It was fun. Let me Bobby Mackey.
No, Shane, I don't want to read that. That's freaking me out. No, what? Sydney, no!
Yeah, there's a plantation in my hometown that up until they had a restoration had a haunted doll room.
Sydney, no!
It's a wedding venue and 2 of my family members got married there, and as a child we went and saw the dolls, and then when we went back later that night, a few of the dolls had moved around and one had been in a peak, had disappeared, and we hauled ass away from that room.
Where is it?
And then Shortbeard said, Yes, I would love to visit the Winchester Mystery House because...
Oh, I really fucking hate dolls. Sorry.
Rose Red is one of my favorite Stephen King miniseries. And to me, that is just... It's interesting.
Here. I posted it for you, Vic.
This is just a study and me drawing many crying faces.
We also have, we've got the Waverly Hills Sanatorium in southern Kentucky that you can do ghost tours at.
Oh, God.
We plan to do that at some point. Like, we tried to actually book a tour last year, but it was actually all booked up, which is sad. Vic, why? Vic, your little person on the bottom does not have enough leg.
I'm trying to make myself as small as possible. That is the first thing I do when I'm afraid. Like
Can I be in
I've never.
Can I be in the pocket?
Okay. I've never quite been in a situation other than the graveyard incident, but that was in a. I'm not gonna move from this circle. Yes, you can be in my pocket. You'll be like right here.
Yes, perfect.
You're like, yes, let the spirits come.
I'm just whispering. I'm whispering ghost stories to you.
That's me right now.
Am I the other one? Am I the other one that's just sitting on your shoulder, just like we're both just whispering ghost shit to you?
Yeah, you're over here just like, did you know? You're like being like a little coal in this moment. You're like, hey, you punk bitch. Wait, hold on. You're just over here like, hey, you punk bitch. Listen to this.
Let me see if they have any tours going on.
God. That's gonna be this needs to be the title card for when this comes out on YouTube.
She's just gonna be like, what's the title card? And everyone's gonna be like, this one.
Oh! Waverly Hills has a Christmas light show. That's nice.
Oh, nice. I'm severely triggered in every way. Tabitha, what do you want to draw? Here, I'll save this.
Dolls, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. God, no.
Please don't.
I guess
I hate
let's
life.
Draw. I don't know. I want to know what your guys' idea of a skinwalker.
How dare you ask me that question, because you already know my answer.
I know your answer.
It's horrifying.
And it's probably my same answer, too.
Okay.
What are we doing?
I'm out of here. Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers.
Draw your own skinwalker.
One of my favorite... And it is kind of a sad story if it actually is legit.
No, let's not talk about it.
I don't want to...
Let's not talk about that one. I don't like that one.
That
one makes me very sad.
It makes me very sad, and at the same time, it's very...
Just
very
Google Skinwalker stories. I guarantee you it's in there.
Yeah.
It makes me really sad. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I will...
Google Skinwalkers? What are they? I don't know anything about them.
Okay, so a Skinwalker, it's actually Native American folklore, for the most part. It's labeled as a cryptid, but in all technicality, it is Native American folklore. It's essentially, and I'm gonna Google at the moment because I don't want to get things wrong. It's a thing that's like prevalent through a lot of Southwest areas, specifically
Navajo.
areas that were Navajo specifically, like areas that were very heavy with Native American tribes and whatnot.
They're a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal.
Basically, and like the key to that was
It's a druid.
It's
I wouldn't even call them.
Well, dark druid, I would say, in
Yeah.
a way, if you're gonna use D&D
evil
terms.
druid.
Evil druid. They usually it involved donning like an animal skin in order to turn, is what they would do. So if you look at pictures
Is there a Stephen King movie about that?
I believe so. I know there's a movie about it. I don't know if it's Stephen King.
Let me do my research.
But yeah, basically it's like in a lot of at least in a lot of modern stories I've read, like
I know if Lynn was like, no, Lynn, that's Sleepwalker, and that's a stupid movie.
Oh no! There was like a movie or something where it was like I think it was supposed to be like an alien or something, but it would like jump into people and like disguise itself as someone. I don't.
Is it Tommyknockers?
Might be.
I think it's the Tommyknockers.
There is a movie called Skinwalker. Skinwalkers. It's an action film.
I know Sleepwalkers because I had the DVD.
So did
because
I.
I found it. I found it in like a bargain bin for like $2. I'm like, I want to laugh today.
You can. Death by corn cob.
Okay, so let's draw our own renditions of skinwalkers.
I don't know enough about them to draw them.
Yeah. The thing, I mean, there's there's the Native American lore to it, and then there's like the take on it that slowly became kind of modern pop culture in a way. So, it's a fine line to walk, in my opinion. It's horrifying folklore if you think about it. Basically, like a lot of the I guess in a way that we can do it. In some of the more recent stories and or air quote, I'm gonna quotations here, sightings, people say that they're that they knew they encountered a skinwalker because they found an animal that just looked wrong. Mm-hmm. However you want to interpret that.
I mean, like, animals can have like defects and stuff. You know, I don't know. I feel like just from my very limited knowledge on what a skinwalker is, it sounds like it would be like like you said, like just a person who dresses up like this animal to go do weird shit.
Yeah.
And be spooky. And to be spooky.
And
like
I
don't think I don't feel like it's an actual like cryptid creature. I think it's just some dude wearing animal skin.
Some dude wearing a wolf pelt and just fucking with people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, like people like quote unquote witches would, you know, have to do stuff in the cover of night. So maybe they'd throw on like a wolf skin so no one will know it's them.
There.
Yes.
Doing that weird thing that deer do.
And little Basil's down here like,
Papa.
Dad, please.
Dad, stop, you're embarrassing
Wait, hold on,
me.
I forgot the turtle hat.
Yes, turtle hat, yeah.
There. Dad.
Oh god.
Actually, he would actually be over here, like a little deer.
Aww.
Doing
the exact same thing. Oh, cute.
I don't know. Just the entire idea behind, like, something like a doppelganger just...
Oh, doppelgangers? Yeah, those are creepy. Doppelganger stories freak me out.
Or whatever you would basically consider falls under John Carpenter's The Thing-esque.
I mean, that's more sci-fi, if anything. But basically a body snatcher, that's what you're thinking of.
Snatcher,
You're thinking of something that's like
It
a body
Follows.
snatcher. That...
You mean that?
Did you ever watch that, Vic?
Remember we tried?
We
tried.
This.
I remember. We tried to watch that movie, and I couldn't do it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We tried to watch that movie, and I straight up, like, the second that girl walked in, I fucking quit. That shit scared me so hard.
Yep. The second you saw it, you're like,
was scary
no.
until they ruined it.
Yeah, the concept was scary until they ruined it and did that whole thing with it being transferable by sex. That was dumb.
Yeah.
But the concept in itself scared the shit out of me. No, it was the second when that dude walked in, and I was like, no, cannot, no, absolutely not. Fuck that shit. Yep. Done. Goodbye. Like, you know, like the really freaky tall looking guy.
Yeah.
The second that guy walked in, I just mentally and physically checked out of that movie. I'm like, nah, I'm done. Goodbye. Just like that, I just left. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Did you guys watch Hereditary?
I watched film. I watched film breakdowns of them.
Right. Did you watch it, Tabitha?
I also watched film breakdowns of it
because I just sit there and watch film breakdowns of scary movies because that's how I consume them now.
Even those scare me too, but if they do it with humor, I feel better.
I mean, there's a guy I watch, Foundflix. He's really good at it. He does it pretty well, I think. Because, like, he doesn't, like, show a lot of the clips. He just kind of, like, has some stills, like, kind of sprinkled in every now and then. He's just, like, narrating over it and talking about it. And, like, every so often he does it in, like, a really sarcastic way, and it's just great. He's like, and then this happens, and this dumbass over here.
But great, yes, I need to thank you.
It's like, thank you so much for your humor, sir.
So, Hereditary, me and John, like I said, we are horror enthusiasts. We go to places, we watch all these movies and stuff. I will say, definitively, that movie is something that I actually, like, gasped in the theater for, which is damn near impossible. And I remember just being so disturbed by that movie. I don't know if we want to get into spoiler territory of it, but... is
anybody planning on watching Hereditary?
It's old, so here's spoiler. Check out if you don't want to hear spoilers of the movie Hereditary that came out a couple years ago. But, so, there's that scene where the girl gets, like, her head chopped off. Well, not chopped off, it just... bad times happen.
Bad times happen in a car window.
You stick your head out the fucking window. But, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But, so that was absolutely horrifying. They show the head. Did he mention that?
No!
They show the severed head on the ground. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that part was not mentioned to me.
Covered in bugs. It was awful. 100% not needed. But, yeah, so basically, like, that whole scene was an absolute nightmare, and, like, it's one of those things where, like, what the hell are you supposed to do in that situation? Because the brother who was driving, he stops the car, and he just sits there for a second, and then he just calmly drives home, parks the car, goes upstairs, and lays in bed. That shit's freaky. But, I will say, towards the end of the movie, like, weird stuff starts happening.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene... Oh, here, I'm gonna skip this.
Here.
Yes. Wait, there's, like, a scene where, there's, like, a treehouse situation. Like, hello.
Okay. I think I remember this.
There's, like, there's a treehouse situation, and then there's just, like, this person standing down here. I don't think they have a head, so let me remove that real fast. They don't have a head, because, like, she just chopped her own head off, or, like, sawed it off or something. It was a situation that happened. Yeah, so, like, weird stuff just started escalating into the movie, and the son was trying to figure out what was happening, and there was a scene where the mother was hanging from the ceiling, and she had, like, a razor wire, and she chopped off her own head. It was weird. But, so her body is just standing outside underneath a treehouse, like this. And out of nowhere, it just floats up into the treehouse.
What?
And it was like, it's one of those things where it was the stupidest, but also incredibly unsettling thing I've ever seen.
I think with the context of what had happened beforehand, that's what makes it unsettling.
Maybe? I don't know, like, it was just, like, the whole concept kind of got lost on me, like, because it just got way confusing. Because it was about, like, demons.
Oh, what the goddamn? Sorry, hold on. I'm reading. I was notified about something that was written in chat by Jeremiah. It's a Philippines cryptid. I'm not pronouncing that name because I already can't speak English. It's okay.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Jeremiah, for filling your image with that.
Alright, so for anybody who's going to watch on YouTube later, I'm just going to spell it out for you, and you can Google it yourself. So, Tyler, spell that shit for me.
M-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N G-G-A-L.
Google it.
At your own discretion.
Google it?
I did not. But Google it at your own discretion, because I don't want to talk about that. That's, oh. Have fun with that. For anybody who's watching on YouTube later. Have fun looking at that.
Oh. That's not that bad.
No, it's not. It's just I guess the context of what it does. I was like, oh, no. That's horrifying.
It just says it's a vampire-like creature that is native to the Philippines.
Yes.
It doesn't say you're not being beheaded, though.
I know
I'll
there's
level it
pictures above my
man-eating,
head.
blood-sucking monster or witch.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
save this boy because I like him. Alright. Since we couldn't nail down a concept for skinwalkers.
Oh, as they explain it, it's capable of severing its upper torso and sprouting huge bat-like wings to fly.
Oh, that's cool. Let's draw it.
I'm gonna lighten the mood and look up stupid cryptids.
Look up stupid cryptids. I want to try to draw that. You know what I want to draw? Let's draw some Japanese demons.
Can I draw the umbrella monster?
Please draw the umbrella monster. Do me a solid and draw that umbrella monster. I love me some Japanese demons and monsters. They're so great to look at.
The Kaso Obaki.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so stupid. I
It's
love
so
it.
dumb. Ah, look at them all. I love them. I love looking these up. They're so great. Ah, oh, that looks familiar. I accidentally found a thing.
What?
Oh! Oh!
I accidentally found a thing!
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. So,
What did you find?
Papa's gonna...
Papa DM's gonna be mad. I accidentally. Okay, I'll send the picture to you. If you remember from that one specific episode of Sacred World, you'll know. A character mentioned something. I'm sending it right now. An NPC said something that was very key to an encounter that we had a couple of sessions back, and I found this, and I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. I actually found that, so that's the thing. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm just gonna look at Japanese demons and folklore. I love tengus. Tengus are so good. Kitsunes I've always had a fascination with, because I've always. And if we're going to talk about cryptids, and I'm going to talk about something that I actually like instead of am freaked out by, I love shapeshifters. So, like, your story about the skinwalkers and, like, skinwalkers, werewolves, I forgot words. But basically, werewolves and basically shapeshifters, I love all that stuff. That's the good shit to me. So,
The good kush.
that's the good kush. I love me some shapeshifters. I love me some people that are secretly beasts and monsters and become these things under certain circumstances.
Because that's your brand.
That's my brand. If anyone watches Sacred World, you know. This is my goddamn brand. It's my bread and butter. So yeah, I love stuff like that. I love kitsunes. Kitsunes are one of my favorite from the folklores. Because I remember I had a God, I wish I brought it with me. I had I don't know if anyone remembers those stacks of those books. I forgot the name of the books, but they like each had a different like topic on like fantasy related things. Like there was like ghosts and ghouls. There was a book on dragons. There was a book on fairies. There was a book on. I'm just gonna find those books.
Ooh.
I had a very specific book set, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people had this book set. Let's see.
I found a medieval cryptid that is hilarious, and I'm going to share it with everyone.
I just remember what the book looked like, and so I need to find it. Book.
We all need to talk about this guy.
Wait, who do we gotta talk about? What's happening?
So this is a medieval cryptid.
Oh, I'm ready. Where'd you put it?
I'm drawing him.
Oh, you're drawing him. Okay. I'm not looking right now because I need to, I accidentally went to Discord. And I'm just gonna say, Shane, that pudding looks absolutely delicious and I want it. I'm trying to find those books. I'm like going on like I'm like on a wild
What a
goose-
journey.
I'm going on a wild goose chase for this book series. But it was like a book series that like talked about like different God. I'm gonna be doing some weird Google searches. God, what were those books called? Like there's like a series of books. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna go back to Houston at some point. I'm gonna grab that book set and I'm gonna take a picture of it and be like, these are what I'm talking about. This is where I got all of my shit from. Because I had like a very specific book set, and that's where I first learned the story of the kitsune and how it went. I think how it like, I guess, went from like Japan to China and then back again, and there was like a whole folklore series about it, and it was really wild.
This is the best fucking thing.
Oh god, okay, now I gotta get back on draw pile. Oh my god, I love him.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. I've seen this thing before.
So it's called the whatever this is.
What's the?
And it's just this dude.
Blemius?
Headless monsters who had eyes and mouths on their chest.
I love them, thanks.
It's an African cryptid. That's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Nubian.
And
like they would just fucking walk around like weirdos. And it's funny though because a lot of the pictures of them have them doing like finger gun motions.
Oh my god. Perfect.
There.
Aw, kappas are so cute. Don't at me, but kappas are cute. I'm trying to find something to draw.
I like those monsters in Japanese horror that like where they're zombies but they hop.
Oh yeah, I think they're vampires.
Are they vampires? I don't know. I know they were dead, but they have like that little like thing on their head.
Is it like the
and they just hop around.
Zhangji vampire or something?
Yeah, let me look it up.
I could be butchering it.
Yeah, I really feel like we're on the level we're gonna butcher some things because language.
Language is hard.
It's so hard. Okay. Forgive me for attempting to say this. I'm gonna try to go for the phonetic version if I can. Jiangxi. Fuck it. I can't. Dude, I'm just gonna write it. So you have the. There. That's the word. I can't say it.
I say Jiangxi.
Jiangxi. I don't know. I just know that Chinese pronunciation is like way. It's all over the place in the sense of how you say something depends on what word you're saying, and it's wild. The phonetics of and there's like so many different like dialects and whatnot. So okay, what the hell am I drawing? Other than me. The pants monster.
Look at this stupid thing.
Actually, I know.
I made him he's so small.
He's so small.
I just realized I made him really small.
That's okay. Use the lasso tool. You can like grab him and you can just like cast in large. I'm gonna draw something and it's gonna be stupid as shit.
Good.
You're gonna hate me.
Great. Here,
there he is.
I need to send you this picture.
Now you can line over him.
Look at these good boys.
Yes. Oh my god. He's so happy.
I don't know what the first guy's got going on, but
yeah, I love the finger guns.
Right? Little
A. Hey.
I love them, thanks. It's on a cryptid wiki page. Give me more. I need more of these.
Give more.
A buffalo lion. A giant ant. That's nice. What? Whatever you're making, I hate it. Thanks.
This is revenge for all the spooky shit.
I feel like my
It's the original Pants Monster.
I feel like my Casa Obaki is just like looking at all this other fuckery.
He's
that's
just
going on.
vibing.
Mm.
He's just vibing. There we go. I'm gonna draw it. It's gonna be art. It's gonna be perfect. There.
I love how Grayson's default is his like 22-year-old self.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like that's like when he was like the most, I guess, mess is the word.
Most of a mess.
Yes. Man.
He's so mad.
Because he's all pants. The boots stayed on.
The boots always stay on. It's a well, that was part of the contract.
Yep. It's like, what's this? What's this? This subline here. Don't worry about it. Just sign it. Written in very fine print. The boots stay on. Not allowed to take off your boots ever, or the contract is null and void.
But what if I need to know?
No. Boots are always staying on.
So I want to say one of the stupid, like, this is literally a creature
Uh-huh.
that, if I remember correctly,
Yes.
comes about
Yes. What's it
because
called
of
again?
an old umbrella.
Because of an old umbrella? Is that the thing? Oh, I love his little statue. He's so cute.
Yeah, there's
In all realness, if that came hopping at me,
Suku Mogami that old umbrellas turn into.
oh my god, real shit. If that came at me in the middle of the night, I would be fucking pissed scared of it.
Oh, I didn't draw his tongue. Oops.
Draw his little tongue.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh my god. Let me just color this in real quick. He's so mad. Grayson's great. This is what happens when you leave thigh-high boots out. When you abandon them.
Spell backfires.
Spell backfires. Grayson was trying to like do a teleportation thing, and he can only teleport out of a pair of boots, apparently. Don't know why, that's just how it is. It might have something to do with the contract. Tries to teleport out of his boots and just says, nope, you can't do that. It's not allowed. There you go. Yes.
I love how the boots are always shiny, like they're made of latex.
Look. You mean they're not?
They have laces. I'm just saying, whatever Dis's preference is, I guess.
I'm pretty sure no matter what the boot was, he's gonna like it. There. There's your laces.
Yes, thank you.
Excuse me, I had him in his evening wear and I didn't realize it.
That's the anniversary wear.
There we go. Oh, he's so cute. He's so precious little thing. Alright, what else are we looking at?
I remember it used to be something that used to scare the shit out of me, but I know I look back on it and laugh at it now, the Black Cat of Killikee.
Oh god, that thing.
That thing's...
That's just... It just makes me think of the movie What We Do in the Shadows, and it's basically the vampire who could, like, shapeshift, but he can never get the face right. So it's just like a cat with a weird man face. It's like, eh.
I watched that movie, and I was just kind of like, eh. I was disappointed, let's just say. Which is unfortunate, because I think I just got it overhyped.
Yeah, I mean, I get, that I feel like it probably was overhyped as a movie. I did laugh a lot at some parts, but if I had to rewatch it, I'm not running back to rewatch it. I say it's pretty well written.
Like, it kept my attention, I kept watching it, but, like, I actually didn't find myself laughing that much. It was disappointing.
Yeah.
It's like, dang. Because I guess, like I said, it was just hyped. People were like, this was the best movie I've seen in a long time. I laughed a whole bunch. I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to watch it. And then I watched it. I'm like, ah, suck. Damn it.
Alright, I'm going to read chat. Okay. So, talking about finding ridiculous cryptids. There is Jeff, the talking mongoose. A talking mongoose, which was claimed to inhabit a farmhouse owned by the Irving family near the hamlet of Dalby on the Isle of Man. This extra clever mongoose was an imaginary companion created by the Irving's daughter. And the correction that we need to make here is his name Jeff is spelled G-E-F. Important correction. Also, I am getting in chat that the TV show is better than the movie for What We Do in the Shadows. Okay.
Yes, because I remember watching the first episode and cracking up.
I don't remember watching the first episode. I don't think I have.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, I know it's on Hulu. I need to watch it at some point. All right. Let's look at some funny cryptids. Top 10 ridiculous cryptids. I'm just clicking the first link because that's what you do on Google, apparently. All right. I love how I go to this page and the first thing I get is a disclaimer saying that this page is a candidate for deletion.
Oh, great.
It's a wiki page. What do you want? Oh yeah, Jeff the Talking Mongoose. Giant flying squid is next. The giant flying squid is hypothetically a living specimen of squids. Some specimens, for example, can fly. I feel like this is just somebody went nuts with this. Oh, hey! So speaking of cryptids and folklore, because this came up, so Paul Bunyan was a thing. Yeah. In great North American folklore, I will say. Which I remember being very confused as a child when I had to read the story about Paul Bunyan, because I was like, wait, is this a thing? Is there a giant man just roaming around North America with an axe and a giant bull? What's happening? Why haven't we reported on...
Oh, you mean a giant blue bull? Vic.
Can I help you, Lynn? Yes. For the
I'm
record,
just saying, it's all the puzzle pieces are coming together.
You just want to keep calling me out?
Yes, it's my job.
Hey, excuse me. Sorry, the cat just touched me and it startled me. Yeah, so Paul Bunyan,
Your own.
as we know, for those Americans in the crowd. I mean, you never know who's watching, so. For those not in the localized folklore, Paul Bunyan, the North American legend of a giant lumberjack who did a lot of crazy shit, and he had a giant blue ox named Babe.
Yep.
And yes, maybe something stayed in my little subconscious heart, and I used that to make a character that I love very much.
Did you watch that movie Tall Tale? Like growing up, do you know what I'm talking about?
Let me Google it.
Where it had like it had Pecos Bill, Paul Bunyan, and John Henry.
Was it the Disney one?
I think so. Like there's like this kid who gets put into that world or something. It's called Tall Tale.
Tall Tale. Hold on, it's doing its thing. Oh, yeah. Patrick Swayze.
Yep, he was.
Patrick Swayze was Pecos Bill.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Tyler, why haven't we watched this?
Why are you asking me?
Because Patrick Swayze's in it. We usually watch everything that has Patrick Swayze in it.
You know what's better?
What's better?
Catherine O'Hara is Calamity Jane.
Oh my god.
Okay, now we have to watch
Now
it.
we gotta watch this. Okay. Yes. So speaking of other cryptids, so Texas has this fun cryptid called Pecos Bill. He's a cowboy that did a lot of real things that totally happened. He was raised by wolves, and he lassoed a twister, and he rode it, and this all really happened.
He had a horse.
He had a horse.
He had the fastest horse.
Widowmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Fastest
I remember
horse
I
ever.
got that. I actually was telling John about this because he had never heard of it.
Oh my god.
And yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I used to have like this old like Disney cartoon book, and I was like, here, let me see if I can look it up. And I looked it up, and it was like $3. He's like, you should buy it, so I bought it. Vic, I was sending you pictures from it, and I was like, hey, it's West.
Rude.
Well, like it was just showing him wrestling animals and being half naked. I was like, yep, there he is.
That's West.
There he is, found him. I love that book. And then, like, it said, like, his girlfriend was some girl that rode a catfish.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't remember her name.
Let me reach down deep into my my knowledge of Texas history. As a Texan, it's something we are all born with. Ignore the typing in the background. That's just how I think.
The clicking sounds is my brain working.
That's my brain doing its thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all.
I could literally... it was not Calamity Jane.
No, it was not Calamity Jane. Let me crack open my my history of Pecos Bill, a legend of frontier spirit. That's the article that's filed in my brain.
Oh, I know who it is.
Let me do this. Let me do it. I can do it. I'm gonna find it. Oh my god, this website is so horribly...
I just literally Googled Pecos Bill's girlfriend and it came up.
I did not Google girlfriend. I just Googled Pecos Bill. God damn it. Fine, what was her name?
Slewfoot Sue. And she rides a giant catfish
Slewfoot
down
Sue,
the
there
Rio
she
Grande
is.
and puts on her makeup
Oh yeah, here we go.
because girls.
Let's see. So some of Pecos Bill's feats included riding a cyclone, roping an entire herd at one time, using a rattlesnake as a whip, harnessing the Rio Grande River to water his ranch. He was so tough that he rode a mountain lion rather than his favorite horse, Widowmaker, whose favorite food was dynamite.
Jeez Louise.
That's an important fact to know.
So, a part of this Google search was, like, someone asked, how did Pecos Bill die? Do you want to know how Pecos Bill died?
How did Pecos Bill die?
He died, according to one tradition, after washing down a meal of barbed wire with a drink of nitroglycerin.
Yeah, that'd do it.
That sounds like the way a Texan would die.
That's exactly how Texans die in this state. I'll let you know that. We get
the rite of passage.
It's the rite of passage as a Texan. So what happens is we get a letter in the mail, and that letter says this is the day we're supposed to die, and so we have to order our last meal, and that last meal being barbed wire and nitroglycerin.
Is it on Texas themed?
It's all Texas. It's Texas shaped.
Everything's Texas shaped.
Everything is Texas shaped.
Let me see.
Oh, here's my favorite one. I'm sorry, here's another iteration, which I think is funny. So this is just how, because this really goes into the Texan mentality here. So another way that he died was that he as an old man, a man from Boston came to New Mexico for a visit, and he wanted to impress the cowboys of Texas, so he tried to dress himself up as a cowboy. And so he got a mail-order suit with some lizard skin boots and a new pair of blue jeans and a shiny brass belt buckle. And
can I stop you right here, because this is literally our Western,
yes,
like, AU of Grayson coming to Texas.
Yes, this is Grayson coming to Texas. He also had
city.
Clean as it says on here, a clean as a whistle 10-gallon hat.
Yep.
As you know, no 10-gallon hat is ever clean as a whistle. And so what had happened was Pecos Bill saw this man swagger into a bar, and he laid down on the sidewalk and laughed himself to death.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean...
Anyway, that's the story of Pecos Bill.
I need to sue the writer of that for how dare they get into my Western aid.
How dare they get into my Western aid? By the way, can I sue the writer for Paul Bunyan, because that was clearly my idea first.
I'm trying to look up more. I love tall tales, because they're still kind of cryptid-y, but they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. They're not creepy and scary, and I can sleep at night.
Yes.
What the goddamn is that? Oh dear Lord, I scared
American
myself.
Tall Tales.
I just scared myself looking at a list. I went to go look at 10 bizarre cryptids, and all I saw was scary pictures, and I had to leave immediately.
I didn't think the Sleepy Hollow legend was... That's not American, is it?
Sleepy Hollow?
That's
Yeah.
American.
No, what?
Is
I
it?
thought it was.
Sleepy Hollow's American? I'm Googling.
Like that whole legend
I'm
of
doing
the
it right
Ichabod
now.
Crane and stuff? I mean, I live on Sleepy Hollow. I should know this, but I don't.
I like how I'm trying to Google where did Sleepy Hollow take place, and the first thing I get is where did Ichabod Crane get a flintlock, and I'm like, excuse me, what?
American Gothic.
In the Dutch settlement of Tarrytown, New York.
Yeah.
Huh!
That is 10 times more horrifying, because
You
as a
didn't
child,
know that
I
it was American?
Hey, fun fact, as a child,
I know
as a fun fact, as a child, I was fucking terrified of the Headless Horseman. And the fact that I now know that it takes place in this goddamn country, I hate it. No, thank you. No.
I did not know any of that. That's interesting.
Written by Washington Irving.
Excuse me, Paul Bunyan had a cousin and his name was Tony Beaver. I love how I'm looking at all the tall tales, and there's some form of related to Paul Bunyan, and I think that's funny.
No, this was made by the same person who did Rip Van Winkle.
Oh yeah. Also, another fun fact. When I Google tall tales, and it brings up, like, you know, the tall tales, and it says what they're known for. Like, you have Pecos Bill, legendary cowboy who tamed the Wild West, and then Paul Bunyan, huge lumberjack who eats 50 pancakes in a minute.
I mean, hey, I would not mind having that be my thing.
Okay, here's one. Here's a Nebraska one.
A Nebraska one?
He's called Feebled Feebledson, a Nebraska farmer who could fight a drought. And I hope they mean physically, because yes.
Alfred Bulltop Stormalong was an American folk hero on the subject of numerous nautical-themed tall tales, originating in Massachusetts.
Oh, here's one. Johnny Appleseed. I remember that one.
He's real, though.
Is he, though?
Yeah. No, he is. He was actually basically like this homeless guy that would kind of wander around.
So Addie.
And well, yeah, and he would. what happened was he was just this guy, like, back in the time when if you just walked up on land and said it was yours, it was yours.
Oh, so
like one of those, like, back in those times. But
okay.
basically what would happen is he accrued a bunch of land because as he would walk, he would drop apple seeds, and if you had enough, it could be considered an orchard, and then therefore be your land.
Huh.
So he would just kind of walk all over the place, just spreading apple seeds, claiming all this land. But he was like homeless, and he was gross, and he would just like walk into town and demand people give him food because he was creeping everyone out. And
so what Johnny Appleseed did for apples is what Addie does with mushrooms.
Yes. But like he wore like 3 different like hats, and like he was also obsessed like this religion about apples. It was super weird. But he was a real guy.
The more you know.
Now, yep, and he was just a friggin' weirdo, and kept everyone out, and they're all like, please, if we give you food, we can leave. And he's like, okay. And then he just walked back to wherever he was going and do more apples.
Sure it's not Stranger?
Well, the funny thing about that is that the apples would ferment, and like you could get drunk, and like they would his specific type of apple seed was an apple that would be used in an alcohol called Applejack.
Nice.
And like I think it was written in like one of their like newspapers that like Applejack the drink is the only drink that will make you like set the town on fire or something.
The fact that this is information that is being given to me, all I can think about is the fact that in ye olde days of My Little Pony, there was a horse named Applejack.
Yeah.
In a children's show.
And it's an alcoholic drink.
Nice. And she had like a southern twang. Extra nice.
Let me see what the Applejack drink consists of.
There's your... I think Addie's technically a cryptid to his druid tribe, if you think about it.
He is.
There you go. Wait, hold on.
Applejack, the original American spirit.
Draw his weird son.
Hmm.
Why am I spending
so
much time on this umbrella thing?
It's a good umbrella. That looks good. There.
So Applejack is a brandy that's made from apple.
Huh.
It's 100 proof.
Good lord. Here. Please enjoy this picture that I drew.
Oh my god.
Mush. The great mushroom.
Father has told me of the great mushroom.
Cole, you told him about what? That's like, yeah, mushrooms. Oh, okay.
The mushroom.
The mushroom.
Ah, Basil, you're so cute.
BB.
BB.
Precious BB.
Itty bitty. Alright, what else am I looking at?
Cole is just like, what are you doing?
Legendary figures. So, Tony Beaver, a West Virginia lumberjack and cousin of Paul Bunyan. Then there's Pecos Bill, Paul Bunyan, Cordwood Pete, younger brother to lumberjack Paul Bunyan.
Oh, there you go.
Like in some way that everyone's going to be related to Paul Bunyan. And then there's Feebled Feebledson, which I found out was another giant who apparently fought Paul Bunyan in a fist fight. Then there's, let's see, Johnny Caw, a fictional Kansan whose mythological status itself was not in one sense a figment. It was created recently in 1955. I don't even know what that means. Another lumberjack, I guess. Yep, another lumberjack. That is like Paul Bunyan. A Pittsburgh steelworker made of steel. Joe Magarak. What? Alfred Bulltop Stormalong, an immense sailor whose ship was so big it scraped the moon. Hello? That seems like our Brandlin. Hold on. I think we have a thing for giant sailors. Oh my god, there's a shanty. That makes me happy.
There's a shanty?
There's a shanty that goes with it.
I'm into it.
All stormy, he's dead and gone. To me away you storm along. Oh my god.
Here's Bowleg Bill. This Wyoming ranch hand ended up in Massachusetts where he rode on tuna fish in Wales. Good on you, buddy.
Good job,
on
bud.
you, buddy.
Good job, bud.
Oh, Rip Van Winkle. I forgot he existed.
Alright, you want to hear the story about this giant sailor? Apparently he was like a giant, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
So Alfred, apparently, for American mythology, the only thing we can come up with is giants. That's all we can do, apparently. What's the
thirst
craziest?
is real.
Clearly, we have a national thirst for giants. I mean, look at the goddamn Brawny Man. You've got the Brawny Man, you've got the Jolly Green Giant. We have a problem, America. You have a goddamn problem, and I'm a part of it. So Alfred Bulltop Stormalong. So apparently New England was where he was beached as a baby.
Okay.
And he was already 3 fathoms, which for those who don't know, that's 18 feet.
You know what else I just realized?
What's up?
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
God damn it! God damn it! Okay, I'm gonna keep reading this.
Yes, please. I'm just
According,
gonna think of more giant things.
according to one telling, he outgrew Cape Cod and moved to Boston, where he signed aboard the first ship that would take him at the age of 12. How big was he at 12? It was said that he was responsible for the tradition of referring to seamen as able-bodied by signing his name on the first shipboard employment contract as Stormalong A.B. I guess. He had a lifelong rivalry with a kraken. In fact, the kraken had escaped from their first encounter, causing a dejected Stormalong to abandon the sea life for a life as a farmer somewhere in the Midwest. Some sources say he had a ship so large that a stable of Arabian horses were aboard for his crew to get from one end of the ship to the other. Among other things, the ship Alfred was best. The ship Alfred was the best was said to have I can't read. To have drilled the course of the Panama Canal by slamming into the Panamanian coast. Because that's how that works. Never mind any of that stuff that happened with the Panama Canal. This dude drove his ship straight through it. He also said that his ship got stuck in the English Channel, which required the crew to grease the ship's hull with soap. The soap combined with the
fucking Grayson's #1 rule.
Excuse me?
Grace it.
Grease it. So.
Grace it till it fits.
Oh, god damn it, Grayson.
Jeez Louise.
Soap combined with the scraping of the hull against the gray cliffs of Dover. God damn it.
The Gray Cliffs! That's what he calls himself.
God damn it. It turned
it's
them...
Like it's 1 o'clock. It's over. This is not safe for work time.
The soap combined with the scraping of the hull... Is Mountain Dew all you're drinking, Lynn?
What?
Is Mountain Dew all you're drinking?
I'm making myself pierogies now.
Oh my god. That's why I hear scurrying in my kitchen. So, the soap, combined with the scraping of the hull against the gray cliffs of Dover, turned them bright white.
Uh-huh. What?
Anyway, so he had a lifelong rivalry with the Kraken. So, alright, so, never mind whatever happened to the rest of his life. Apparently there's very little attested to how he died. Some say one ending to his life is as follows. After Stormalong angered a steamboat captain by dumping water down the boat's funnel in an attempt to put out what he thought was a dangerous fire on the boat, the steamboat captain challenged Stormalong to a transatlantic race. The aged Stormalong won the race by several miles, but the stress of handling the wheel through the difficult Atlantic crossing killed him. Stormalong was buried at sea, and Davy Jones himself opened his famous locker to accept Stormalong's body.
But you don't want to go to Davy Jones' locker.
No, you really don't, so...
Rude.
Davy Jones went, get the fuck in, bitch. I'm done with you. Get the fuck in the locker.
I just imagine like this being like a Davy Jones type where he's the devil of the sea and he just shoves people into like a school locker.
Get the fuck in, nerd.
You nerd.
Get in, you goddamn nerd.
Here's a happy one.
Yes.
Brer Rabbit.
Oh, Brer Rabbit.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
That's so cute.
Brer Rabbit. Brer Rabbit about tricking his adversaries. Cute.
So precious. Yes. As we're like getting up on that time.
I know.
Because all Lynn's thinking about is the Great Cliffs of Dover.
Oh my god, there's someone called Deadwood Dick. Why? Who is he?
Find out everything you know about Deadwood Dick. I want...
Oh, he's a cowboy from Deadwood.
How the fuck did I not know that?
From the town of Deadwood.
That's a great name. Love how he picked that name for himself.
It's South Dakota.
South Dakota?
Yeah. Apparently Calamity Jane's from South Dakota, too.
Is quiet and Texan. Anyway. I'm like... Cowboys from South Dakota? Confusion.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo...
Yeah.
No. No.
I'm just reading through these. Bigfoot Wallace.
Bigfoot Wallace.
Sam Bass
what?
was a train. Sam Bass, Texas train robber. That's cool.
That's interesting.
Oh, excuse me. It says Pecos Bill is the famous, iconic fake cowboy. Excuse me.
Excuse me, Pecos Bill was a real mythological person, okay? That Pecos Bill really existed. I remember getting into a whole fight with someone on Skype about this.
Oh, there's Finn McCool. Do you know who that is?
Who?
It's Texas. Finn McCool is an Irish hunter and warrior whose name was Fionn MacCumhale. He appears on this map in Texas, a Paul Bunyan figure in Ireland. So it's another big dude.
Interesting.
Nick.
I just found a spectrum chart from like high fem to butch for cryptids, and it's the weirdest thing to read.
Please.
How did you find that?
Google.
Please
What am I
read this.
The Oviedo Dick? No. Get off that website. That's the website I was taken to. That was like, this website will be deleted. And for good reason. No, I'm not reading that.
Wow.
I'm not reading that. I'm sorry. That's just
Johnny Inkslinger was Paul Bunyan's timekeeper and accountant.
Oh, Paul Bunyan had an accountant.
Apparently.
Also, I love how that we went through this entire video and we did not talk about Mothman.
I'm not talking about who?
Mothman.
Ah, well.
When Mothman is sighted, a natural disaster or some sort of disaster is about to occur.
No. Also, I went on Google and apparently somebody drew sexy cryptids. So somebody drew sexy cryptids all wearing fishnet and high heels.
Oh, ew.
I like that the Bigfoot one is like blurred out. But like in the Bigfoot fashion that it should be. There's like Jersey Devil, there's an alien, there's Nessie somehow, there's Mothman, and oh yeah, the Flatwoods Monster. That's a thing. The Flatwood Monster is a horrifying thing. So.
I'm glad we ended on happy not even cryptids, but like folklore.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's see. Reading chat. Deadwood Richard isn't catchy. Yes, thank you, Sydney. I'm sure his PR agent said the same thing.
Please listen. I got a brilliant idea.
My sister. Okay, I'm reading this on chat just so we can. Oh, we gotta make fun of Shelby like this. Your sister would tell you this day she saw the Mothman shadow on her wall as a child and she's still terrified of him. Oh no. I won't tell her you said that. And then I repeated it on the internet for everyone to hear.
Everyone will hear.
Everyone will hear this. Oh, goodness. I mean, I swear when I was a child that I saw something staring at me in my window, and that stuck with me forever. But then I shared it I remember I shared that out in the open, and I was like, there's no way my child brain could have made that. And then they're like, yeah, it could have, because Disney has a lot of horrifying iconography, and if that's all you were watching as a child, then surely your brain came up with something at 3 a.m. while there was a thunderstorm outside. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. That's a good answer. Mm-hmm. Mothman is scary. But he has a great ass.
Is he though?
The concept is scary, I will say. The concept of some giant 8-foot-tall monster with glowing red eyes staring at you outside your window at 3 a.m. is always a horrifying concept.
Look, I think the Dover demon sounds
That is
stupid.
No,
honestly.
we're not talking about. We're not looping back. We're not
No,
looping
I'm
back.
just saying it just doesn't do anything for me. It sounds dumb.
Mm-hmm. To you. To you.
They look stupid.
To you.
Oh, that's right. Someone doesn't like aliens.
Way to call me out.
I don't like aliens either, so it's fine.
Thank you, Lynn. I feel validated in this moment.
My dad was obsessed with
I hate aliens. I can't look at them. They freak me out. Like if I see a picture of an alien, I'm like immediately like freaked out. I can't do it. Oh, I'll make the child pink. Hold on. How pink is he?
Probably like Phoebus's color, probably.
Okay, I'll work with that. Oh crap. Lair check.
He's got
the what?
He's got Addie's eye color. Zoop.
I gotta get his little blonde hair. Boop. I'll lighten that just a little. It's Small precious child.
Aww. BB.
He believes in the mushroom and eats tea leaves.
Nom nom.
There.
It's not like it's bad for you or anything.
No, it's not. It's just not generally a common practice.
He picks up habits, okay?
I mean, when you're around your druid dad for a long time, yeah, that makes sense.
Waste not, want not, son.
Child drinks the tea. What are you doing? This is the best part. Don't throw that out.
Give that to me. There. But yeah, Addie would be a cryptid. I didn't even think about that. Huh.
Yeah, Addie's the cryptid of his woods.
He honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's not supposed to be here.
You're supposed to be, in the ground. Oh, well, I'm
Whoopsie.
here now. You need some dead stuff buried?
I stay here. I stay here.
I stay here. He just said, same. He just sat. Perfect. Got some good
They're
cryptids.
adorable, I love them.
Got some good cryptids going on here. And then a West. Then I realized I drew in a corner. I'm like, oh, you're here too, buddy.
He can be a cryptid. Honorary cryptid.
Honorary cryptid. Cryptid by association, I'll say.
Oh, goodness.
Speaking of cryptids. Somebody
So mad.
is very angry. Yeah. I mean, if I heard about some weird mountain man wandering around outside my woods, I'd be a little weirded out.
You okay, buddy?
Whiskey, are you okay? Whiskey, are you a cryptid?
You okay, bud?
There. I call this cryptid Potato Dog. Angie. There. Perfect.
Wait, he was left in the sun too long, so now he has like burrs.
He's got the little sprouts coming off of him. Perfect.
Someone left him in the dark too long.
No. That's why he's angry.
Kind of looks like a turnip.
There. Turnip
It's perfect.
dog.
I love him.
Turnip dog. That is the new cryptid we've created. Okay. We're gonna call it here before we get any more stupid.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Latin there. Perfect.
Patat dog.
Patat. Well, we did it.
We did
Kind
it.
of.
Save the. Yeah, we did something.
Something happened.
Something happened here. We're not sure what the intended goal was, but this wasn't it.
It happens.
So, yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining
Thank
us on this
you.
journey of us talking about cryptids and folklore and me crying like a bitch about it.
Stop.
You just look at the legs. You'll
Look
feel
at-
better.
I'm just gonna stare at the legs for a while. Alright guys, thank you for joining us on this. We will see you next time, whatever that topic will be. We probably let you decide.
Join the Alistair Discord.
Join the Alistair Discord if
$1.
if you haven't already. Links are down below. For as little as $1, you can join our Discord. You can hang out with us in our fresh new tavern. And, yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing
I'm going to bed.
Go to bed. We did it. We did the thing. Lynn's gonna go crawl back into her little matchbox.
My matchbox.
Tiny little matchbox. Yeah, thank you for joining us on this tab as we drew cryptids and discussed all the horrifying things that make me not sleep.
Yes.
It'll be great. It's
I
great.
have to walk my dog later.
You'll be fine.
No, I won't. I'll die. All right, so yeah. Thanks for watching. We love you guys. Please be safe. Please be kind to one another. Hang loose, stay righteous, and see you next time. All right.
See ya.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.